We have a mirror match. Everyone likes the mirror match. Do I run Summersfall? That's the question. Can be quite good into this. I'm definitely swapping those over. I want the Arcane Barrier more than I want the Bark Skin. Much as Bark Skin is still good into this match. Do I want the Summersfalls? They're tempting. I don't think I need them. And they're on Waning Moon. Interesting. And this is going to be exactly what you'd imagine, I think. I didn't want to give them anything cycled on the first turn, even though I'd really like rid of a lot of this stuff. I think I'm favoured into this. I'm not sure, but I think I am. Due to the state of my hand, I'm just playing a Plough for 2, which I'm aware is very shit. But they can't build Constellas off it, which I think is quite important. I don't want to be giving them free resources. It puts an Earth card in my bin, which I'm going to desperately need, and it also frees up my arsenal to get the Sigil in. I've played one. I would like to save this one a little bit if I can. Because if I find my first like mini combo, I have time to kind of cram that into it. I'm going to have to use this up, I think, because I really want to bank some stuff. I could try and pitch this and go for a much later cycle, which might not be the worst plan, but I just wanted to, get a bit deeper in the deck, and this is kind of showing why, because like I now need to spend several turns playing these. we are going to climb quite high on life, and right, do I want to just play this? I've got a lot of stuff here. I could use it for like a quick 5 damage poke. That is not awful. It will also free up some arsenal, so yeah. I'm going to play this even though we're going to lose it. There are more in the deck, and this is not going to be a high pressure matchup. But doing this for 5 will cause them to have to AB hard, I think. Remember to turn this off while I'm at it. Yeah, there we go. And then we can start building more board position. I just do not want these all stuck in my hand, because yeah, drawing 3 at a time is a bit of a clump. We'll put the energy potion down because we're less sad if we lose it, and it's possible for them to destroy it. I say it's possible. I'm not sure how much like plough felling this build runs. I want to say little to none. We're obviously feeding their Constellas here, but I do need to cycle as well, so this is also fine because this puts them back in the deck, so I can, if we need to go into second cycle, I have an Ether Snap combo stacked up next to each other for later. That's, you know, that's okay. I'm going to play the energy potion, so I'm going to put the felling in the arsenal, because again, that's the most at-risk spot. And also because of their arcaneness, keeping your red cards in your pocket is not really where you want. Okay, so they do have those, that's fine. So, you know, that will be a okay plough as such, but it's obviously important to get a couple of the blues cycled as well, because obviously we've now got a bit of combo on the bottom. We want to put blue near it. I'm not too bothered about the Constellas anymore. It was just on those first couple of turns I didn't want to like enable extra pressure for them. We're now well into stacking up nonsense, so it's more about finding the combo parts now, which just means cycling through nicely. So they're going to go into trade Waning Moon, and we're going to start trading some actual arcane here by the looks of it. And we are willing to do 4. Do that. It doesn't matter what way around we do any of this, if we're being honest. Not really trying to get damage through with these because they're not going to work. It's more about putting some cards in the bin. So I'm happy to lose the Mind Warps because they don't really do anything in this matchup with the AB4. It's almost impossible to force it through, and Verdance is happy to lose a card to them in terms of pitching. So we're not really about that pressure. I'm trying to keep playable cards in my arsenal because they will be how we bait other things off them. They're well ahead of me on Decompose. But they're now giving me the chance to root bound, which is nice. So they do have the felling and plough. So we knew once they played the plough, to be honest. But stating it out loud for the sake of it, they get to do that. I get to actually make sure I banish these cards. I've got nothing left in here, but I can start building that as time goes on. The important thing is that I've started the Decompose before I find my first felling I want to play. Really, all we're doing is trying to preserve life into each other, and then one of us is going to go for the huge combo, and I should win it because of the Surgeon. That's the gist. Ring of Roses will also gently chip its way through this. They have potential to destroy it because they're Verdant, but I don't think they'll have boarded it. And if they do, I don't care. If I'm honest, like it's... This seems like a weird choice. I guess they're doing a moon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did wonder. I assumed they wanted to do things in their turn for the damage. Ooh, this is very red. Just going to eat the chip on this turn because I don't have much choice. I won't get this through, but I want to play it, is the simple statement. There's a chance I get one through. But I think they might just commit 2 cards to it because they can commit 2 and then they can come at me with, Waning Moon or whatever, which is good for them. Okay, so we've got the last healing potion, that's good, and we have a lovely blue / life gaining hand, that's also good. So we're going to take the waning moon. Well, we're going to take one of the waning moon and then bin the fruits because that gives us graveyard, which is very helpful. The reason one rampant's in there, the other ones have to be protected. We cannot put them all through Arsenal. But the reason one is in there is that it doesn't matter if they make me use the first one up because I've got Plume to retrieve it. So one in the graveyard's actually kind of fine. They also don't know if it is one, and they've obviously seen a lot of other cards come out of my arsenal. So, you know, I don't mind if they plough it. It doesn't really affect me that much. Okay, so there's their Ring of Roses. So we're now into the trade-offs. Need to try and get these played, basically. I kind of wish I'd maybe taken these out and put some of the blues in. It might have been a better plan. But I've not played into the Waning Moon build all that much. Played a bit, but not much. Give me a little pokey poke with the Surgeon. And obviously we can't just hold this at this point because it's far too early. And they can obviously barrier this, but it's a good way to, again, just sort of force things through. And I didn't really have anything else to do with the turn. It puts a card in my bin. I've now got a tree in place, so hopefully I'll draw a damaging spell. There we go, got something. I'm going to put that on the bottom. And we're going to use the root bound, start getting some actual decompose going. Because I would like my ability on like theirs is on. It will help with just chipping away. Unfortunately, I have not done well at keeping the tree. I could have kept it there, but it would just involve pitching loads of stuff in a really bad way, which I didn't want to do. So I'm not going to get a lot of high octane tree turns. And while I'd like to Surgeon, it just makes it easier for them to prevent damage. So I also won't be doing that. I'd rather chip through ever so slightly and then gain some from the ring. I think with hindsight, because I have scours around, I would have probably dropped the shelters out to put the scours in. It'd have given me another blue and it would have just let me take their ring out just for the sake of not having to deal with the game one, lose one kind of trade-offs, which, you know, preventing them value is good, basically. And they're by no means out of kill range, but I've got to go for a big kill, I think, to actually get this game closed out. So that's my last tray, and yet again it's not in a good hand. They always catch me when I don't have any blues. To the pain. I'm taking substantial chip damage from this. That I don't want to be taking, but like I've got to make some moves of my own. I think definitely playing the CNC is going to be of merit. But, you know, they're grinding me down more than I'd like to be ground down at this point. But I do have a really good board position. I just have to find a hand to utilise it. And then we find out if they've got Seeds of Tomorrow. I'm assuming they are cribbing the list that took a tournament recently. And therefore I assume there is one in there, maybe two. But we'll find out. This has landed and it's a Nourishing, okay. That's not too bad, that's done something. And we have some blue cards. Lovely. But yeah, their ring's going to get a lot of value because they've actually, every time they've got tree around, they are chipping through. Oh, shit. Undo, please. Send sorry as well. Meant to click 1. There we go. I am willing to throw that snap back into pitch as well because I don't care about it right now. I want to dig and I want my hands to be bluer. Well, I'm now on 6 pots, so I really just need to find combo at this point. That's pretty good. That would do it, I think. I think that's as big as it could possibly get. It's not because I could have be on the ether snappy thing, but I think that's gonna. This is gonna be what I go for, I think. Right, just have a little count. So we've got 6, 9, 11, 13. So we're going to do 14 into 15, 29. That's enough to kill them if they don't have. I think we go for it. I think I cracked a potion there, actually. I think I did one more than I needed to. Yeah, I did. Oh well. Let's go, Surgeon. Carry me. Good game. So, yeah, that's kind of the Verdance mirror. I just prefer Surgeon. I like the idea of Moon. I think it's got legs into certain matches, for sure. Like, it's reasonable into aggro matches, but like I don't mind mid-range Verdance into aggro matches. But you know, as you sort of saw there, like the build I'm on, we're playing 2 slow decks. we're chipping each other, we're gaining life back, we're not necessarily moving anywhere, but I've got access to the big boom. If I didn't feel comfortable there, I could have waited longer. I could have looked for the Ether Snap combo. That was about 60 damage threatened, right? It could have been 90. You can really, really go big with the fact that I run Surgeon and that I run Ether Snap in there somewhere. Don't know where they were. They were quite close, actually. It's only like 2 or so turns before I actually hit them again. Yeah, that would have been big. But I didn't think I needed it. I was pretty sure that was going to be pretty damn close to lethal. I still had less stuff. It was just, I basically went for it on that hand because, as you saw, I drew 7 life gain in the hand and was like, well, that's huge, and I'm not actually sure I get much bigger because, I can't just sit on that hand forever because he will beat 6 or 7 damage out of me a turn while I try and camp it, and I'm not going to cycle fast enough if I keep it to get deeper into the combo. So it's kind of like a take what you're given kind of situation. But I think that played out pretty well, all in all. Again, another reason I like running 6 potions. You find a slow matchup, you get to build your arena stack, is the term I've been trying to convince people to start using, which I think is really important in slow matchups. Being able to put 7 permanents into play and go, right, I'm going to do silly things is kind of a big deal. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one. I think the mirror is interesting to say. It's not interesting to play over and over, but it's nice every now and again. Yeah, thanks for watching.